being able to actually help people with landings too, rather than just, I mean, most students are not getting hurt on a two-way belly. They're getting hurt when they when they come in for landing. So
They're crashing into shit in the planet. Yeah, yeah. So film them if you can.
yeah,
Just have that.
I'd love to be able to like have knowledge to help actually like help make them more secure in it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of terrifying with the first 30 jumps even coming in. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Bring that CX405 in your jumpsuit and just pull it out after you land. It shouldn't be a problem because you're probably going to land before they do on their bigger parachute. And just, take a minute, respirate, slow down, get rid of the shaky hand that everybody has a little bit, and do a good job, and sit them down in front of it. You don't have to say a ton, but you do have to show them what they did. I mean, it's say maximum 3 things, and make at least the last one be something uplifting. So it makes it feel better. If all you can come up with is, wow, I love the color of that parachute. That's all you got. But it's something that, puts that little positive spin on it, all right, so you ran into the tree and you broke your leg and whatever. Okay, but
That's a sweet looking helicopter.
That's a sweet looking, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes there isn't anything to say other than to be with them, as you're waiting for the helicopter, you're waiting for the, the ambulance or whatever, to, let them know they're not alone and they're not the only person who's done this. Because in that moment, man, they are beating the shit out of themselves. They're in blame. They're in shame.
Shame, yeah.
And you gotta connect them to the realization that there's all these other people around the planet that are going through this right now, and the thousands that have gone through at some point, rock stars, people that are just, big names in the sport, medal winners or whatever. At some point, they were you on the ground, covered in grass and dirt and mud, feeling like they're never going to get this. Just that helps.
That was me for 180 jumps. So I'll be a good coach whenever I can talk to people about their landings.
Yeah, keep looking forward.
You mentioned that actually early on, Brian. Like I'll be able to share that, like that it was hard for me to get it. It wasn't just easy. I didn't show up on jump 1 and get it.
Yep.
Man, I have walked in with my rig covered in more times than I can count. And I'm glad that I got to go through that because I can really help people know that, 1, they're not alone, and 2, like you can be at point A and get to B. You really can. You just have to, anyway.
There's a lot of different ways, and it's not about numbers. It's not about comparing yourself to anybody else. Yeah. You just have to sort of, keep trying your way and listening to everybody and finding out if maybe the way you've been approaching this isn't serving you, and change your way.
Yeah. It's amazing with some students too. You can look at yourself from the outside.
Yep.
Completely relate and be there for you, be there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Being a good role model goes a long way. Not like,
Yep.
a skydiving role model,
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
I do notice sometimes that it really is just being there to reassure people of minor. I mean, Anthony, you probably know this tenfold as a AFF guy, but like I have buddies that I know that they know the pattern. Like if we say left west, that's the pattern, and we'll be in the shuttle. I've jumped with them 40 times at that drop zone, and they'll go, okay, so I start here, I go down, and I'm like, and I realize that they know it. They just want to hear you make them a little more comfortable, and that's okay. Like it's crazy shit, but I'm learning more and more too. Like it doesn't have to be crazy details. Like it's just you giving the thumbs up, going, that's left west. That's what we did last week.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Like maybe that's all they need. Some reassurance, I guess. I'm sure. Yeah.
They're scared, and they should be because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's not going to help to be too scared, and you got to feel that out. Is this guy the normal amount scared, or he's going to pay attention because of that? He's got the healthy respect for the hardness of the planet, or is this the one that's just going to shut down? Because you got to ward that off before it happens.
I've been a couple of weeks ago, I was doing a jump with a group, and one of the guys was literally in his seat going, and I'm starting to think, like, should I not like this is a little bit, there's a healthy level, but I was like, are you gonna like freak the fuck out the second we jump?
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just, and maybe what that guy needs is a little eye contact and maybe a hand on his knee. I mean, people that are, tough tattoos, macho guys or whatever, when they're scared, they're just a 5-year-old kid in a thunderstorm. And they will receive kindness much more than they will otherwise, because their defenses are down. They are bald and naked and vulnerable. It's our job, to look at them with kind eyes, a longer gaze, and a real genuine smile. It changes their fate. It matters.
Yeah.
And that starts with your own breathing, so this can be authentically,
Right.
when you go, when you start to feel a little better yourself, that tells me that maybe you should have been doing it before you were demonstrating it. How you feel is felt by others. When you are, doing what you can as the instructor or the guy that happens to be sitting next to that nervous dude that's about to do something bad, or at least not something great. You know what I mean? They don't achieve what they wanted. Remember that you're having an effect on their physiology, which has an effect on their brain chemistry, their capabilities of which neural, packets are actually activated. If they're just limbic, limbic system, man, fight, flight, and freeze. That's all you got. You're not real smart. Or are you relaxing into the full fruition of what a human being can be when we're in the zone? When we're happy and powerful and aware and communicative and compassionate. Yeah, that's all higher brain functions. Stuff that kind of goes to shit when we're in catastrophe mode,
I want you to just embrace it. I mean, it's kind of part of why we love it. The same cycle we go through. You get on the plane, you're like, all right, this is happening. 8,000 feet. Now it's probably happening. 12. Okay, now it's really happening. And I'm only 280 in, but like I'm sure you still have that process, even 5,000 in.
Yeah.
And but I'm learning, it's still terrifying, but I'm learning like that it's kind of part of why it's amazing every time too, is you get ready, you jump, and then boom, it's the greatest moment of your life again. And so I don't know if we could just learn to embrace that at 5,000 feet or the whole plane right up rather than resist it, because it really sucks if you resist it. But these days I just try to be honest, just be like, yeah, I'm terrified, but it's okay. It'll be awesome. And blah, blah,
Yep.
blah.
Yep.
Anyway, that's hard to learn, but I'm working on that. Just embrace it.
Yeah. I mean, we're that movie, How to Train Your Dragon. That's kind of what we do every day. We're training our dragon that is trying to, breathe fire on us. It's trying to destroy us and eat us on the inside out with doubt and the nervous behavior patterns that happen to a human being when they feel like they're in true danger and don't have the power over it. But when we can regularly and consistently, tame that dragon and then ride it, how cool is that?
Yeah.